Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Workbench video. I thought I'd do something slightly different today. I haven't really done much of this myself, but I thought I'd give it a go. So a number of months ago, quite a few months ago, I started redoing a number of 3D prints from the past, and because technology's moved on a lot, etc. So I've 3D printed this GN Saloon. This is Mark II, and I've even gone to the effort of producing the furniture for the inside as well. Now, part of the problem with this carriage is the walls are quite thick and it's quite built up around the windows, so unfortunately not a lot of light gets in, so you can't really see much of the interior at all unless you shine a torch down the end of it, and then you can see it. So really my latest small project in this lockdown phase and sort of not doing very much work wise, I thought what I would do is have a look for lighting to put into these carriages, especially ones that you can't see the interior of, like this one in particular. So I did a search for lighting, LED lights for carriages, and ones that you could stick inside and either power from the rails, which picks up off the bogies and then relays it to the power inside. But I've done a lot of that for a gentleman on the island, and I always found it a problem because not only when you add pickups to the wheels, it creates drag, of course. So when you have a longer rake of carriages, it creates drag, it makes the train heavier, and your steam locomotive or whatever you're using will occasionally struggle with longer loads than it used to do, because obviously the pickups are causing drag on the wheels. Now, I don't really want to go down that route and cause drag, because some of my carriages are quite heavy, like this one, or they're built with brass or white metal or whatever. So I wanted to power it internally, so not using the track, but being able to turn it off and on. Now, there are various ones out there. I think it might be DCC Supplies or Concepts or something that do a motion detector battery powered lighting array for a carriage, but the problem is it's so expensive, and I don't want to be spending quite a lot of money on each carriage. So I think it's about £23 or £25 for a strip of these lights. So, and also it wasn't very usable for me if I wanted to put lights all the way along the top here, because obviously there's a big built up area in the middle here with walls, and what I'd have to do is cut it down and put a section there, and then hide the battery in the middle, and with that just wasn't possible. So I need something adaptable that I could use. And then I came along and came across a different way of doing it, and somebody, I think it was McKinley Model Railway, I can't remember, but they had a lighting thing with a latch, a magnetic latch, so you could turn it on and off just by waving a magnet over it. And I think even Rapido have done this recently in their dynamometer car. So I went looking on the internet and I found this. And now I bought this from an online shop. Cost £6, a couple of quid on postage. I'll put the details down below. But this is a coach lighting kit, and as you can see on the LEDs, you can cut them up into sections and then wire them back to the battery or a block inside, and then run it down to the battery here. And also what this one has is, it says a latching reed switch, which means it's magnetically operated, so you wave a magnet over it and it will stay on, wave it back over, it will turn itself off again. This one comes with a battery, which is fantastic, and enough lights to do certainly most of this carriage. And because this carriage has got a kitchen inside of it, I can hide the battery in the opaque windows. And it comes with instructions, as you can see in the back, so enough wire and enough LEDs, so hopefully this will last a while. I won't have to keep going in and out changing the battery. But I thought I'd show you this and show you how I go about fitting it, and if it's of interest maybe we'll do a few more. Right, so what's in the bag? Obviously I've sort of shown you already, but you get your battery, you get your battery holder, your latching switch, wire, and quite a good selection of LEDs. Now these are warm white, I didn't go for the too bright a white, so I've just gone for a nice warm white colour. Now I've ordered this kit from Layouts for You, I'd say they're about £6. So I bought one just to see how I get on and see if it does what I want it to do, and if it all fits quite nicely I may add it into some other carriages which are a bit too dark. Of course it comes with instructions, as you can see there. They're quite good in terms of what it shows, that's useful, and there's all the information, so hopefully you can go and find one if you think it's any good, and you can try it yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some slight modification work first, and then I'll show you how to fit it. Alright, so I've taken the body off the carriage chassis, so you can see the interior of the seats, tables, etc. There's also some tables and seats stuck to the inside walls of this carriage. You can see there I've also added some weight just to balance it out. But as you can see there's big empty voids in here, so I can put the battery in there quite nicely. But I also need to put a hole through from this side and this side, and luckily I've left, or somebody's left a gap when designing it, to put the wire through into this compartment. So I only need to make 2 small holes on this, and then what I need to do is find out where the best place is to put the wires, or sorry, LEDs, in each part of this carriage. I won't illuminate the corridor, but I will do the saloons on the end, as that'd be simpler. So I imagine the battery will go in this section here because it's the biggest. What I could have done a long time ago is make this section which is sort of hollowed down to put some weight in, as you can see I've already done, make it bigger and put the battery in the base of the chassis, which, you know, could have been done. What I'll also have to do is find a place to put the latching switch. Now I say glue it to the roof, so I can glue it to the corner here so it can't be seen through the top light windows, which is possibly the way I'm going to go. See how much room I have, because it needs to be near the roof so you can wave a magnetic thing across it, or a magnet itself. Or what you could do is rig up, if you have an exhibition layout, as a magnet above it, so it turns it on as it goes out and turns it off as it comes back in. Either way, that's probably what I'm going to do. So what I'll do is I'll make some holes and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so you join me back. I have made the 2 holes on the inside of the carriage, one from this side in the middle, which goes through to here, and one in the middle here going through to this. But as I say, the partition doesn't go straight to the roof, so that's not too bad, so I can get all the electronics into the bigger compartment. So that's fine. Having looked at the roofs, or the roof tops, I can fit 3 LEDs in each compartment, and as I say, you can cut these down to how many you want, 2, 3 or whatever. So that should illuminate that saloon quite nicely on both ends. And what I will do is I'll start putting some wires onto these LEDs and kind of start looking at how to and where to put the latching switch, as it's quite fragile and quite delicate. I have to sort of rotate it round so the metal parts, which is sort of soldered onto the latching switch, actually picks up the magnet to make sure it actually turns on or off. Okay, so I've added all the electrics, put it in where I basically want it. I've test fitted it and done all the other checks, etc. So you can see the 3 LEDs in a large compartment and the 2 LEDs instead of 3, which I decided was a little bit overkill, so I went for 2 in the smaller saloon or compartment. In the middle here, which is mainly hidden, you can see the battery, which I can access and change when needed. At the top you can just about see the latching switch here, so that's got to be as close to the roof as possible so it picks up the magnet, turns it on and off. I've glued that in place with some glue gun glue, which has set quite nicely and held it in place. You can use epoxy resin as well, quick drying, that will do as well. So basically it's wired up so the red is positive, black is negative. Red on both sides come in to this compartment, you can see runs through into here. That's soldered on one side of the latching switch. Then the other side is another red wire that goes to the battery terminal. The black wire just goes straight to the battery itself, the battery holder. So there's 2 black wires, they come from each side and go onto one terminal on the negative side. So that hopefully will work. I have tested it, it does light up, so let's put the carriage back together and see how it looks. So the carriage has been loosely put back together, hasn't been actually fitted back together, just in case something goes wrong or I want to install people, passengers, etc. So as you can see, this is what it looks like with the lights off and with a magnet just hovering over the top of the roof. There we go, so we can see quite well inside now and it illuminates quite nicely. So that brings us to the end of this workbench video. Hope you've enjoyed it, hope it's given you some ideas. If you are interested in the product, I'll put a link in the bottom of the description. Layouts for you, they're sold in Engage 00 and various brightnesses and colours, etc. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.